Azazel, Azazel, I called to the desert abyss, do the open for me with gaping jaws of hell. Bring death to the living, bring it fucking well. I called to the Shadim, come forth, enter my dreams, enter my dreams, enter my dreams. Shadim, enter my dreams, enter my dreams. Azazya'il, the fallen watcher, the wicked one that touch ya, I bet you didn't know. Black gold, Azazel, black gold, all hail. Black gold, Azazya'il, all hail. The fallen watcher, all hail. Black gold, Azazya'il, all hail. The black gold, all hail. The black gold, Nephilim, watcher. Azazel, emanated power of desert waste. Do the air, all hail the fallen watcher. Azazel, Nephilim, immortal spirits. Enoch, let's fucking exhale. Cockle demon, our true will never fail. The cockle demon, our true will never fail. Like a death, time to look at the black gold. Never.
What's going on, everyone? I'm gonna be talking about my workings with John Vermilion's The Book of the Fallen. Totally different work than I've ever done, but extremely powerful. And I'm going to go through some of the stuff to explain some things, because some things are a little bit like, well, there are a lot of controversy subjects in here that kind of go against a lot of things, or not against, but it's a different awareness to Azazya'il, or how he, I think I'm saying correct, Azazya'il, something like that. But when I'm in ritual, I just kind of let it flow. But I'm going to go through some of the things to explain why he's connected to Jupiter, and my experiences with him since doing this work. Now, I hear sometimes about I hear some authors or magicians that don't like to do other people's work, and I just think it's so ignorant, arrogant, and prideful, because it's through doing others' work that we will find our own truths and new connections and open new gates. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but at least you are open, and we can work together. The whole idea here is to work together to find out more truths. Now I'm gonna try to set my phone somewhere where, maybe just here. Okay, I look like shit. It's on. All right, now I have this going on, but okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, fuck it. So this is what it looks like. I got the hardcover. Actually, he gave me the hardcover because the soft cover did not come in, so he ended up giving us this one, which, thank you, John. Very much like that. So you're wondering, what was that thing? This is the portal of Azazya'il, okay? I just used, I use most of my books as the tool. I don't need to go print out anything. I just have this in front of me. I have open up my black mirror. Now, I was guided to make a black mirror for Azazel. Actually, now all of my black mirrors are kind of dedicated to the spirit that I'm really working with. It seems that's how it just works. I don't know, Anyways, so I got a black mirror for Belial. I got a black mirror for Azazel. I had a black mirror for Lilith, which I got to make a new one. But anyways, this tome here is all about magic squares and gematria. Okay, that's how he has been able to put things together and figure out that Azazya'il does not fit into the Saturn square, apparently. Now, I'm not going to give you guys everything. If you want to know and understand, then you're going to have to go get his tome, and I will show you where to get it. It's not that much money, but it's an investment, and honestly, I wouldn't be supporting it if it didn't actually work for me. The experiences that I've had so far are pretty intense. So that's how I know if the person, the author, the magician actually knows what they're doing, right? So, you know, let me just explain why he says, why Azazel is Jupiter and the sun. Jupiter and the sun, hold on. There is, let me pause it so I can find it and I'll come back, hold on. All right. So I'm just gonna read. He does go into. He will show you exactly what he's talking about. So he proves it. It's not like he's just thinking this. He actually has done this and figured it out. You know, I'm just gonna show you quickly. And he also gives you words and vibrations and the angelic positive polarity and the negative and all that kind of stuff. So this is what he says about Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is the 5th planet from the sun, and it is the largest planet in our solar system next to the sun. Because of their sheer size, the energetic effect it has within the construction of the energetic gates is especially important. It acts as a gateway point energetically with Saturn to bring in non-terrestrial or rather fractured intelligence into being. Although unknown to the common day knowledge, Jupiter once was once a sun in itself, and this solar system was binary. This predates human colonization, and much different life existed within our solar system, although it's still intelligent and non-human. Wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Jupiter, and then I'm going to explain what he says about Saturn, because everyone who's worked with Azazya'il, they're like, well, he's connected to Saturn. Hold on. Where the heck? How am I missing this? Like, okay, sorry, Saturn. Transversing the first fear. Now, when you start doing this work, you're going to be working with the planetary energies. You know, that's just, you're going to do it because that's what I've been doing. But anyways, let's go to Saturn. Transversing the first fear, which is Saturn. We will find a lot of misinformation which is littered around occult literature. Much of the information about Azazya'il is incorrect in the way that it is perceived and often dealt with. Saturn is often considered the sphere of Azazel, Azazya'il, and so forth. But we will go into depth. The literature which mistakes Azazya'il through the sphere of Saturn correlates Azazya'il's to the energetic of Saturn. Saturn's energy is dark and mysterious. It is considered the black cube and is connected to the void energies, or rather more the negative, darker energies. Saturn itself is the vortex, and the energetic source of which is a portal to the form to and from other dimensions. Okay, in most cases, darker energies and spirits utilize the gates. Saturn is entered into the energetic zone of manifestation. Saturn is also related to the crown chakra. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm trying to get at. Because we will be working deeply with magic squares, the gates working through the use of them, it is important to understand that each square we go through along. The sphere of Saturn as a magic square is 3 times 3 square, which is a total of 9 that separates the sections. The square is considered to be more fundamental magic square and is widely used in what we would refer as the lock position. A locked square is a square and its base sum formation. In this case, a locked square of Saturn has numbers 1 through 9. So he explains the squares, okay? But then he says, because the gate of Saturn has a lot of common references to Azazel, it is one of the most important ways of showing that it is because it simply does not work. So he's basically saying that it does not work, okay? And then he shows you that the name of Azazel does not fit properly into the magic squares, okay? I believe. Hold on. The standard populated lock 3 times 3 square, or the square of Saturn, has been utilized in many occult traditions, but you never see them active. An active square does not have traditional numbers which will show. Reflecting on the square alone does not create powerful connections to the base of the energy of the square. It's not activated. If you follow the numbers from 1 to 9 in succession and draw the lines connected them, you will get the symbol, which many are using the symbol of Azazel. But this is not the sigil of Azazel, for it is purely a shape of formation of geometry within the square that is formed. So, like, okay, so he really explains everything. I don't want to give everything away, so I'm not going to. But I will show you. Saturn is the gate. Saturn. This is a channeled message from Azazel. Saturn is the gate of primordial darkness. It is through this gate which darkness forms. Like the sun, Saturn is also a stargate, but gracious in nature, composed of the elements and conductive vibrationally to those of the lower nature. There are multiple gates within our solar spheres. To your galaxy, the Sun, Saturn, Jupiter are the main gates to the spirit entrance. Jupiter is the grand gate of the celestials, others than the Sun. Jupiter holds celestial intelligence within the core of the Sun. Through the Sun and Jupiter is my essence becomes pure. Okay, so when you're working with Azazel, the truth energy of Azazel, it's his purest form. Okay. One sec. Okay. I'm not gonna say any more about this. This is the magical square of Azazel. Okay, you got the Jupiter signs, and there's his. Now he also has ways that you can focus on a geometrical shape with colors that kind of build your throne in the astral realm, which manifest here, which is kind of, it takes time to work on because you got to visualize it and remember the coordinates of the shapes and stuff like that. I'm looking at it right now, but my experiences. So I started this work last September, and when I was in Detroit, no, I got it before I came to Detroit. Yeah. And that's when I start the first. I've never been mounted by an entity, like coming from behind and trying to merge with me once. And I've always it's been very light possession, you know, not so fucking forceful. And man, it was, I believe it was Azazya'il's, okay, and he was trying to merge with me and possess me, and I was kind of fighting it. That's the problem. And I try to let it in, but it kind of gets like, you kind of get a little bit shocked because you're giving away your whole body to this spirit, you know, essentially the devil. But I was lying in my bed, and I literally felt like I was in one of those exorcist movies. Everything was twitching up. It was very painful. It was like just everything was contorting within me. Every time I would get up, he would mount me. It happened for about 10 to 20 hours. Okay, I even called some of my magician friends to ask for some help, but eventually he left. Okay, but the next week or two he was really haunting me and letting me know that he's there, but I apparently am not ready for what he was trying to do. So I set that work aside for a little bit to let the energies kind of dissipate and started doing some other stuff. Then we did some work with when I went to Detroit. I did some work, and see, the thing is when the fallen fall, it's falling from consciousness through the spheres of the planet into our realm, where you lose your connection to the memory of the true source. The true creator, not Yahweh, not these fucking wannabe gods, like the true source of the creation, the mind, the all, which is everything. I believe it's everything. We are all everything. That is God to me. God is everything. But so shit, I forgot where it was. Yeah, so that happened. I put the work aside and I started the work again. And I had experiences with him becoming a mantis, and he's showing me the mantis controlling a lot of my family members. Okay, so let's just skip to my workings now, okay? So I started working again after the Dark Night of the Soul, total disconnection, suicidal, I went through the whole purging shit, death, ego death, whatever, fucking this horrible shit. Thank you, Devas, for that. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick up this work. So the first time I set everything up and I opened up the portal, I was literally taken to the universe, remote viewing planets. He was showing me how reality works. Basically, when you really connect to Azazya'il, he will show you the mysteries of the universe, and he will show you other life forms that you live on. I saw mathematical equations I've never seen. I'm just seeing things that are not there, that are unseen, that you're not gonna get from just regular spirits, I mean, I have had experiences something like this, but this is just different. It's just crazy. So I'm only gonna brush upon this a little bit. The work is intense. The work is intense. Your energies have to match his energy. I'm gonna ask him to possess me again. Hopefully this time I'll be ready. What else? That's all I can think of right now. Okay. If you have any questions, if you want me to bring the author on, I told you 100 likes, and I will make sure I get John Vermilion on here.